What is up, YouTube? It's Dr. Video Game here, and I'm here to talk about Gare Bears. I think it's this 100 subscriber contest. First off, I'd like to say, how the heck do you only have 100 subscribers? Your channel's amazing, your collection is huge, and to be honest, since I found your channel, I've been quite obsessed with it. You're one of my favorite channels to watch, and I watch every single one of your videos. So this video response is for this contest, and what you asked us to do is to show you what got us into gaming. I'm going to turn this camera around quickly, show you guys kind of my story. It starts with my Super Nintendo, goes to my Xbox, and then kind of goes into my Dreamcast collection. Those are the three ways I kind of got started. So I'll see you then, and I'll flip the camera around now. Okay, sorry for how shaky the camera is, but I'm going to go over kind of what got me started right here. So to start off, I had my neighbor runs a daycare, and so they had Super Nintendos at the daycare. There was these two, and there was a Super Nintendo, I think they're called Super Nintendo Mini. They gave me all three. They gave me the games, and as you know, there was 4 games I'm sending Canadian Retro right now for a trade, and there was 3 that I sent out in my contest. So there was more than this, and these 3 controllers. So what this did is when I got it, it's because I wanted to make video game consoles when I grew up, so I was going to actually open them up. And that's why you don't see the Super Nintendo Mini, because the Super Nintendo Mini's motherboard wasn't attached to the screws in the console. So I was able to drill through that and get the Super Nintendo Mini without, what's the word I'm looking for? I was able to get it without like damaging everything. But then in the end, my mom ended up discarding of it. The Super Nintendo Mini was ruined. And little did I know this would become more expensive than these ones. So as you see, this is kind of what got me started. It was a gift from my neighbor where they kind of just gave me all this. And this is what you saw in the comments I made to enter this video. And then what I did is I realized, wow, old video games are kind of cool. So what I did is I got my brother's old Xbox. I'm not sure if you've ever seen the original Xbox in my room, but what happened is, sure, there are sports games on Lego Star Wars, but I got these games, and that was another start of a collection. And then, as always, you guys knew I was into the Xbox 360, so the Xbox 360 games are probably not the same as they were when I started collecting for it. But for example, I had that, and I just recently got that back, as you know, because my friend finally gave it back. I had all the Halos, a couple Call of Duties, Ghost Recon I've had. So you just know there's games like that. So I'm like, wow, this is kind of cool. So I decided, hey, I'm going to find out if there's stores that sell this. And that's where this started, minus that and this whole stack. I picked up some Genesis games, and my mom happened to be at Goodwill at the same time, so she picked up my Genesis. So that was kind of cool to finally have another console. So eventually then my brother was done playing with the Wii because he got the Wii U. So I took the Wii into my room. I cleaned it up. It's missing the top panel, sadly, but I started getting Wii games. As you know, a lot of these are picked up at garage sales. A lot of them I got like when I had it. Like I'm pretty sure these 2 and Disney's Infinity were from garage sales. The other ones I got, that one was a game I bought for my brother one day. So that's where I got my Wii games. Story with the DS games is I had most of them when I had the DS. This is a new one, though. I got that at a garage sale yesterday, so my DS collection I kind of had to start. Because I've always been a gamer, I just haven't always been a collector. And now I'm just starting to hold on to my games, I guess you could say, and that's where this started to all happen. Another interesting story for the start of my game collection was the Sega Dreamcast. What happened with the Dreamcast is, so my family all takes this class at the high school, and we donate things to the yard sale. So I saw this, I'm like, Mom, what's this? And she's like, it's a game console. So what happened is I ended up keeping the Sega Dreamcast games. It was these 4 and no, it wasn't those 4. It had Sonic Adventure, but the disc would never work. So instead of getting resurfaced, me being stupid, I got rid of it. What happened is I've bought NBA 2K1 because I heard it was one of the greatest basketball games of all time. So it came with Unreal Tournament, NFL 2K1, and Midway's not Midway, in Sega Smash Pack Volume 1. As you know, these are unburnt Dreamcast games, so they're not really, So I had those and Sonic Adventure to start. Sonic Adventure never worked, so that left. And these other ones are another reason I started collecting games is because that came into my room. I'll see you guys on the other side of the camera. Okay, YouTube, thanks for watching that. As you kind of I kind of went over what started me into collecting games. As I said, I was always a gamer, so I always had Xbox 360 games. I always kind of had Wii games because the Wii was originally mine. Kirby Air Ride is even from when I was a kid. That's the one GameCube game that survived. Then there's the DS games I had because I had those since I was a kid. There was, I don't know, and like 64 I bought back because I don't know, it was one of those awkward stages where I kind of quit game collecting because it was taking up too much of my time. But I still bought the 64 during that time because of the nostalgia factor. So my story of why I got into game collecting is kind of interesting. Sadly, I'm kind of just restarting because I sold a lot of my stuff when I quit game collecting. So that's why you see I only have a small shelf. The shelf looks empty right now if you can see it because I actually have a lot of stuff pulled out for the video I just filmed. So that's why this shelf here is empty. It's usually filled with my Super Nintendo games, so don't worry about that. So back on topic, thanks for watching. This is my story of how I got into gaming. And another shout out to Gare. Your channel is awesome. I love all of your videos. And it won't be long before you're like 500, maybe 1,000 subscribers. You got that type of content. Thanks for watching, everyone. Sorry for the lack of enthusiasm during the video. I'm kind of tired, just woke up. But this is Dr. Video Game, and I'm out.